With so many AAA games going the way of open world, Alan Wake 2 is a breath of fresh air with a AAA game that is linear but concentrate on telling a complex but easy to follow enthralling story. The sequel to Alan Wake, which came out 13 years ago, is a story that follows best-selling novelist Alan Wake, who has been trapped in an alternative dimension called the Dark Place for 13 years, and this is as he attempts to escape by writing a horror story. This is your spoiler warning because we will go into some story points from the first few hours and also the harder trophies to get later in the video. So consider yourself warned. The game starts as a naked man emerges from the dark shores of Cauldron Lake before he is found and ritualistically murdered. Special Agent Saga Anderson and her partner Alex Casey are dispatched to the town of Bright Falls to investigate this and more of a series of ritualist murders performed by a group calling themselves the Cult of the Tree. They investigate the latest victim, the naked man, who is revealed as former FBI agent Robert Nightingale, the FBI agent from the first Alan Wake game. Saga also finds a mysterious manuscript page that seems to be predicting their future. As Saga investigates, she learns of the Dark Place and its overlaps, where reality and the Dark Place touch. With Saga investigating in the real world, we also play as Alan Wake trapped in the Dark Place. These two campaigns can be played in any order, with being able to swap via bucket in a safe spaces. Alan's story is a lot more supernatural, with him stuck in the Dark Places version of New York City, with a mysterious talk show called In Between with Mr. Door being the starting place of each exploration. As you go deeper into both stories, they start to get more and more woven together. Alan Wake 2's story is part of the Remedy Extended Universe, which includes the amazing game Control, which is not only part of an Easter egg, it's part of the story. Remedy have done such a good job with this universe, always making me question what is part of the universe and what is not. For example, having Sean Ashmore play Sheriff Breaker brings into the question, is Quantum Break, a game he starred in with Remedy in 2016, part of the Remedy Extended Universe? In my opinion, it was a very overlooked game and worth playing, and I even 100%ed that game. I liked it that much. Alan Wake 2 brings back characters from the first game, like the old gods of Asgard rockers Thor and Odin, who look exactly the same just 13 years later. But there are characters like Rose and Alice with new character models. This game always had me looking for threads and stories that connected it to other games and everything. This resulted in me never losing interest and being hooked all the way through the game. The game also blends together the game with live action cutscenes, with the standout one being the music stage in Alan Wake's campaign. Remedy are one of the only studios that is trying this and getting it right. They had a music mission in Control that was easily the standout mission, the Ashtray Maze, which had a mission where rock music is played through a tape player given by an old janitor to find a way through a maze. Strange Janitor also appears in this game, making another engaging character, giving another connection to the supernatural connection between games. Only character I really missed from the first game was Barry Wheeler, Alan's manager from the first game, but even though he is not in this game, you can find out about what happened to him after Alan's disappearance in the first game. But still, missed him through the game. He was such a big personality in the first one. Okay, now we have been through the game, let's get on to the trophy hunter aspect of this game. The trophies for this game are good and can actually all be unlocked in a single playthrough, with the two stories playing at the same time, each with their own collectibles. Saga story trophies are connected with completing her story chapters, but also all the collectibles are on her side of the story. The collectibles are cult stashes, Casey lunchboxes, TV commercials, and nursery rhyme puzzles. These actually are really good as collectibles because they help Saga on her journey with supplies and charms to make her stronger. I never felt I was slogging off another collectible on an endless checklist. And I will say the TV commercials are very funny, with it actually the last one pulling a bit at my heartstrings. The ones for Alan unlock as you go through his story. There are also a couple funny ones in there, and I won't spoil them, but I did laugh at finding Mayaseta. There are also a couple hidden ones, and only one I had to reveal after my first playthrough, which was to shoot a cardboard cutout in Coffee World. But I think most people will have this pop by itself, but for me, for once, my accuracy was on and I didn't hit any of the cardboard cutouts while defeating enemies there. Who knew? I was a good shot for once. Okay, on to completion time. Alan Wake 2 took me 30 hours to complete the story and 1 more hour to go back and grab the last trophy to completely platinum this game. Also, the first DLC, Night Springs, has been released, which is 3 separate stories that are about 45 minutes each, and they are definitely worth playing. I give this game a 9.5 in gaming and a 9.5 for trophy hunters. Only thing that lost 0.5 for me was different character models for some characters from the original, no Barry Wheeler. But this is my opinion and a very little dislike on my behalf on an otherwise amazing game. Let me know what game you want me to complete next to find out the times for you.